Hey guys, I'm Adi. Welcome back to the series. In the last video we registered some sidebars and also we placed them in the right place inside our page. But we still had an issue with the sidebars in the bottom because they were not showing properly. So let's have a quick look. Let's see, div class row get sidebar left footer and right footer. So left footer, dynamic sidebar. Oh, okay. I mixed these two up. Okay, so now we have categories, blog roll, and recent posts. Okay, that's good. So that fixed it. One other thing we can do right now is this search widget. Now, by default, let's open sidebar PHP. By default, when you call get search form, WordPress will look for a file called searchform.php, and it's going to load its contents. If it doesn't exist, it will just generate a default form. So in order to customize the form to make it look exactly how we want, we must create a new file called searchform.php, and let's see how that looks like. So open index.html, let's grab its form as we originally made it. Okay, so searchform.php. Now, there are two things we need to do. First is set the action to the home page of the blog. That's very important if you want the search form to work. So action php echo home URL. Okay, ID search form method is get. Next, input type text. We must specify a name and an ID. Okay, input type hidden value submit. Let's have a look. And there it is. Search form. No posts were found. And if we search for hello, we should only get hello world. Perfect. So the search form is functional. Now, of course, we can create a custom page to display the search results, and we'll do that in some future videos. But for now, it's time to begin working on the single post template, and that is the template that is used when displaying a single post. Yes. So layout test, for instance. If we click on this, we should get a nice page with author information, comments if they are opened, and so on and so forth. So let's open up this one, the hello world, since we have comments as well, and we want to show the comments. So jump back to Coda, and the first thing we need to do is create a new file. We'll call it single.php. Now, single.php will be used to display a single post. If it doesn't exist, it's going to use index.php. Okay, so let's open it. And right now, it doesn't show anything. So let's begin with the header. Get header, get footer, and content. Okay, so we have the header, footer, and the content. Okay, now the content, we'll grab it from our post.html. So I'll go ahead and select everything between header and footer. Copy it, paste it right here in the middle. Okay, great. Next, we gotta start turning some of this stuff in language that's recognized by WordPress. But first, we'll take it systematically. We'll get rid of all the dummy content. Let's see. Okay, so up until this point, this is the content. And of course, in order for the content to work, we must include everything within the loop. Yes, even if we're just showing a single post, we still need to use the loop because it loads that post, and we can use that to display different information. So we'll start here. The loop, if you remember, if we have posts, okay, then, oops, sorry, then while we have posts, we're gonna show the post. Okay, so we begin here. We gotta close that while right here. So and while, and then we'll say else. So if we don't have any posts, then we're just gonna show like a message, no posts were found or something like that. So I'm gonna do article with a article simple. Okay, and this will contain an H1, and let's say no posts were found. Great. So now we'll close the if. All right. Let's move on to the comments. Now for the comments, I'm gonna delete all of this, all of the comments list. Okay, including the comment form. So see comments area. Okay, right there. And instead, I'm gonna say PHP comments template. Okay, and this will load the file comments.php. This function comments template can receive two parameters. The first one is the file. It's what it's called. It's the comment template that you want to use. If you leave it blank, just as we'll do right now, by default it's going to load comments PHP. But you can also specify a custom file like comments new or something like that, or comments alt.php if you want to show the comments in a different way or something like that. So for now I'll just leave it blank. And the second argument is separate comments. Now that is used to tell WordPress whether to separate the comments by comment type. Yeah, because we can have comments, we can have pingbacks and stuff like that. So in my case, I'll set that to true. Okay, so let's see. So far, this one loads like a default comments template. Okay, and let's see what else. Aside class, we gotta get rid of the sidebar as well. Okay, we'll say get sidebar. and that will load our main sidebar. All right, so that is just some prep work. We still have to deal with this stuff right here. So to do that, I'll go back to content PHP and copy everything in the header because it's basically the same thing. And come back here. And let's see, we have comments, categories, article title, and extra. So I'm gonna, oops, replace it. Okay, with that. And let's see, article categories. We don't need a link inside the heading because this is the post page. Okay, the rest should stay the same. All right. Next is the thumbnail of the post, or the featured image. So let's do a quick check, see if we actually have that image. And if you remember from the previous videos, we used the function hasPost thumbnail. Yeah. So if we do have a thumbnail, then we're going to show it. If we don't have a thumbnail, else. We're going to show something else. In my case, it's just going to be a separator. So I'm going to say HR and then close the if. Okay, so figure, class, article, full image, and right here I'm going to say PHP, and we'll use the function the post thumbnail. All right, so the post thumbnail will load the featured image that you set in the backend. All right, so if you go to a post like this hello world, you have an option here. Well, actually, you should have an option here for featured images, but that option must be activated. Yeah, so you must go to functions PHP, and we must add theme support for post thumbnails. Okay, so I think I accidentally removed the support for post formats. Weird. Okay, so let's do that quickly. So if function exists, add, oops, should be a string, add theme support. Okay, then we're going to do add theme support. First of all, let's do the post formats. So post formats, and we'll do an array, and we're supporting link, we're supporting quote, and we're supporting gallery. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do a quick check. Okay, so now we have post formats. Okay, and next we'll add theme support for post thumbnails. Okay, and also we can pass in another parameter here, an array, and that's going to be the types of posts that we want to offer support for. So in my case, I just want post thumbnails on actual posts and not pages. All right. So let's see. Now if we go to Hello World, we should have a box here that says featured image. So when you set this featured image, it's going to show up, or rather it can be accessed using the post thumbnail. Okay, great. So let's see what else. We have the content, and then we have the tags. These are static, yeah, and we need to convert them into dynamic ones. So to do that, we can do a quick check. So we'll say if hashtag, yeah, and hashtag refers to the post. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll show the paragraph with a class of tag container. Let's close the if. And inside this one, we'll do PHP the tags, and this will show a list of tags. Okay. And next, we have the post navigation with page 1, page 2, and so on. So actually, instead of this, we can use another function. This is called WP link pages. Okay, and it can grab like several parameters. First one, we'll do like this: before equals, and we'll put the markup that should be displayed before the actual pagination. So in my case, it's going to be a paragraph. Oops. It's going to be a paragraph with a class of post navigation. Okay. And then we'll say ampersand after. Yeah, we'll close that paragraph. Okay. And then we can do another one, another parameter. It's called page link, and that's going to be page number, and this one refers to the text that will be displayed on these links. So we can go ahead and delete that. All right, and let's see what we got so far. So open hello world. Okay, we have the content, we have the separator, yeah, because we don't have an image. And next up, we gotta deal with this, the author area, but that's gonna be in the very next video. So thank you for watching so far. I will see you very soon. Bye bye.